There's so many great organizations and people and things going on in our community that we want you to know about. By the way, I say Fresno, but I mean the whole valley, the whole state, the whole nation. Our next guest is maybe even able to make a worldwide impact with what she's doing because her program is out on the World Wide Web. Anyway, Fonda Lehman with Danger Aware, the organization Danger Aware. And by the way, they're having their 3-year anniversary gala.
Yes.
3 years on April 11th at the Regency Ballroom. And look at this, it's going to be at this beautiful place here, the Regency. And we're going to come back and talk about this in a few minutes. I'd like to get dressed up and go do things. Organizations that are doing a good job. And here's an opportunity. But before we get too much into it, Fonda, I want to talk to you about your organization, Danger Aware. What can you tell us about what you do?
Well, Danger Aware is a program for anyone to recognize a grooming that may lead to abuse, all online and for free.
Okay. So it teaches parents to recognize it, but it teaches kids to recognize it as well.
It's set up, and mostly we're starting out for young children to start recognizing behaviors so they will learn to call them out, because we know with children, anytime somebody approaches them in an unacceptable manner, an acceptable way, they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to tell somebody, and they don't know if it's okay, if it's part of life, if this is what they're just supposed to have to put up with. So we're trying to break that cycle.
Now, your program doesn't teach about sex. It just teaches about spotting things that make the kid uncomfortable or should make them uncomfortable.
We have nothing that is out of line as far as pictures or information. We just want them to know that when somebody is in your environment and you feel like they're doing something that you don't know how to deal with it, you don't know how to question it, then that's when you should ask somebody. That's when you should tell somebody, I'm not comfortable around this person, especially even if it's your family members, because so many family members take advantage of their situations. It makes it easy when somebody's that close that you might start a behavior that you don't intend to, but it increases and it continually gets worse.
Now, a family member, especially, or somebody you trust.
Right.
Maybe mostly people you trust and
Yes.
have confidence in, and the kids should have natural confidence in that person. By the way, you say how you teach. I just happen to have some of the pictures that from your program. Now, these are would you call it web animations?
These are all created by hand, and then they are part of our animation that we will be doing. The pictures you see now are going to be a first edition print for the public, numbered and notarized.
We're going to have a little auction at the gala?
Auction at the gala, a silent auction, and these are going to be up for bid. There's 8 of them.
By the way, my compliments to the artists on all of them, but this one is just, it really pulls, that's probably the one I'll bid on right there. It's a spider?
That's a spider in the village tree, which is the Bugillagers village. It's a very unique spider that was designed from one that is actually a real spider out of Australia.
Okay. These pictures will be up on display. And by the way, this guy here is kind of the star of the whole thing.
This is Rojo Bee. He is the main character of the bees and the star of our little videos that we've had put out already. Eventually, we're going to have it available to where a person will be able to give a donation to Danger Aware and name the bees.
Name the bees.
So if you have somebody, that you know in your family, your lifestyle, your work areas that have been abused, you might want to name a bee just in memory of or honoring that person who has had to deal with some really difficult situations.
Now, I want to get back just for a minute to the training, the program you have. A parent could go to dangeraware.org and find
Yes.
these. And what it is, if I'm not mistaken, kids could go there and they play little games.
Yes.
And achieve levels.
Yes.
And through that somehow they gain an understanding of when to call out some uncomfortable behavior.
Right. Okay, so our latest game is pollen pickers. There's 19 levels on there, and Rojo Bee is the character for the pollen pickers. Rojo Bee comes out, shakes the flower, and the pollen drops, and then you have the maze that comes up. Then Rojo Bee goes through and picks up the pollen in the maze, and as he's picking up the pollen, the bird comes, and the bird is chasing the bees, so you have to stay away from the bird. After you get to a few levels, then there's a second bird that comes. And so when you get in trouble and you can't get away from both of these birds, you call for help.
Right.
You call for the cat. And the cat comes to chase off the bees. And in a way, this is teaching you, when you have difficulties, when you have problems, call it out. Tell somebody, ask for help.
Right. So they're using maybe examples that the kids could kind of relate to begin to develop noticing things, that,
Right.
Situations they are uncomfortable with. Now, I must say, this is expensive to do. I know a lot of volunteers help, a lot of people pitch in and help, but to get these animations and get the website, it's very expensive.
Oh, we can't even begin to do this ourselves.
Right.
We're looking for grants. We're looking for funding. We're doing the boutique. We also have orders online. So we need a lot of funding. One of these cartoons would cost easy $10,000. Eventually, we want to do dolls for our family, and to do one doll is over $100,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the things that could be available to us, that could be accomplished, takes a lot of money. And then the other thing is that we need professionals. People that know how to build these cartoons, know how to animate them, know the voices, and this is a lot of things that it's a good program and it's exciting to see, but it's too big. It's too big for us.
Right.
And so we need help.
But the need is so big that you can't not do it. You have to do it.
Right.
Yeah, by the way, I want to touch on, I'm going to come back to the anniversary gala, but I wanted to touch on the boutique, which is called Turnabout Boutique. It's on Fresno Street. It's just a little bit north of Clinton.
Yes, north of Clinton, directly across the street from the Veterans Hospital.
And what would people find there to buy?
Oh, they'll find everything, anything that people donate, and that's another way to donate to Danger Aware, is to bring items that could be put in the boutique for sale. Anytime you go into a thrift store or a secondhand store, that's what we have.
That's what you have. So even clothing?
Lots of clothing.
Ready to be worn again kind of clothing?
It is, and our clothing is priced within range of other stores, but most of our clothing is half off of whatever is priced.
Nice.
And then we've also given out to the homeless that come through,
Good.
when they're in need.
Now, what are the hours over there?
The hours are from 9 to 4.
Okay, 9 to 4. Okay. Now, we have your web address on the screen, dangeraware.org. If somebody goes there, can they find the address and the hours of the boutique?
Yes, everything is on the web. Just scroll down and you'll find all those games and the songs that are on there, the books, everything's
on
there.
Yeah. Go to dangeraware.org, and if you really want to help, and at the same time have some fun, there's a big gala coming up.
$25 on the tickets.
Oh, $25. See, that's
Yeah,
good.
very, very easy,
Now, it's somewhere, I know where this is. You told me before. It's at Clovis and Willow.
Yes, behind Home Depot.
There used to be a movie theater back there.
It used to be a movie theater.
And by the way, it can never be a theater again because they moved and they made a deal with the landlord. No more theaters here.
Oh,
they,
good.
they moved up to Sierra Vista Mall. So Regency, and it's a nice place.
It's very elegant, and they do a very amazing job. And they also are one of our donors because they have just gone overboard to help us with this event.
Yeah. Now, by the way, here's a recent event there. See how beautiful it is in there.
Yes.
And here's another something they did recently. But it'll be nice. It'll be kind of a dress-up thing, which is always fun.
Yes, sure.
A gala.
Yeah.
Now, we know it's April 11th. Oh, back to the website. Can they get tickets for the gala there?
They can get tickets on the website, and they can also get them at the boutique.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to say there's a Tim Kimball that does comic comedian. He's out of, I believe it's Idaho,
Comedian?
and he can't come right now, but he's going to do us a short video.
Oh, nice.
And then we are also going to schedule him for next year to be in person
For the
in
gala.
Fresno.
So we get a sneak preview then.
Yes.
Now, so for the gala, some people, I like to buy things online, but some people won't. They want to drive somewhere, so they could drive to the boutique
Oh,
and,
yes, yes,
and get tickets to the gala. The gala is
Yes.
April 11th. What day of the week is that, by
That's
the
a
way?
Thursday evening.
Thursday evening, April 11th. It's from 6 to 8. So you're in, you're out. It's not an all-night thing.
Well, we're going to have a full dinner,
Okay.
and then the silent auction, and we're setting this up to where you can use numbers for the silent auction, so you don't even have to put your name down as to who's bidding,
Nice.
which I think is fun, because if somebody bids, and you say, well, I'm going to beat them, or I'm not going to beat them, or I don't want to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
If it's numbers, you don't know, so you just get what you like.
At the bottom of this, and this is what you guys are all about, be a part of helping others recognize and prevent abuse.
Right. And also with the with the silent auction, we have some amazing pictures, and I couldn't tell you exactly what these prints are, but I know one of them is priced at $2,300.
Wow, so there's more than
And
just
so,
this
yeah.
art we show, but
This
there's
is
other
going to
things.
be a very amazing silent auction, because it's unique and different stuff.
It'll be fun. Sounds fun. Thank you, Fonda, for
You're
what you
welcome.
do, first of all. And thanks for coming here again and again and explaining to our viewers what's going on,
Yeah.
what the good things going on in Fresno and the Valley. And we will be back with more right after this.